Agriculture in Nigeria, as we all know, agriculture is the major thing right now in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So now, what do you think are the biggest challenges that are facing agriculture in Nigeria today?
The challenges of agriculture in Nigeria are numerous, but the major aspect of it is that the major population in Nigeria is the youth force. I mean, people between the ages of age 18 to 30 years make up the largest part of Nigeria's population. And when that certain categories of our population doesn't want to engage in farming, it's affecting the agriculture industry. Because when you see the way those age range between 18 to 30 are tripping in the tech industry, you can see the boom happening in the tech industry. If they can transfer that energy into the agriculture industry will definitely have a very, very big boom. Because agriculture is something that grows.
Of course.
Agriculture is something that when it is done in common sense and in the right way, it will definitely grow you money. And food is something everybody eats every day, and you would never really go into losses if you really do the right thing. So if the youthful force goes into agriculture, the agriculture industry in Nigeria is going to have a very, very big boom. Another challenge is that the government is not supporting people in agriculture enough. There's not enough fertilizers provided to the illiterate ones who engage in this agriculture industry. So they just feel it's something for illiterates and they just leave it there like that, which is so very, 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 very bad. So that is just it.
Talking about the part you made mention of enough support.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is not enough support for people that are going into agriculture. Now, how do you think the Nigerian government and private institutions can come in support to the farmer in form of agricultural development?
When we talk about support, I don't want to talk about the government. I don't just want to talk about the government, but let me talk about the private institutions where I do my own business. As a real estate expert, one thing that I've loved and I've noticed about companies right now is that companies are now buying land and turning into farm estates and resorts, which is a very, very good idea of what I like, because we don't have to wait on government to do a lot of things. Government cannot do everything. So we as private institutions, we need more real estate companies to go into agriculture, because before we do agriculture, we need to acquire land. So we have that huge opportunity and advantage over anyone, due to the fact that when we buy land, we should farm on it. We have so many companies who have bought lands in Monia, Akpata, and the land is just down there. Nobody is using the land. Let us farm on that land and let us reduce the hunger in Nigeria. We should not be leaving land and the land is just down there. Grass is bogging all over there. Let us go and troop into the agriculture industry. We have estates like the Lucon Farm Estate at Iseyin. We have Palm City, which is going to make people earn ROI, returns on investment, every year on palm produce. And then we also have the Agropolitan at Abeokuta. We have the New Door Farm Resort at Oliole LGA via the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. We also have Prime Point Farm Estate at Abeokuta. We have Famous Farm Estate also at Abeokuta. All these numerous farm estates that we have in Ibadan and Oyo State, we shouldn't be lacking food in the southwest region of Nigeria. And Oyo State is currently the largest producer of cassava. We can do better in that. We can do better in that. This southwest of Nigeria shouldn't lack Gari. Gari shouldn't be going for as high as 1,200 naira per Congo. No. When we have cassava here. So in terms of the government now, the government should help us in terms of the fuel, because when the petrol is very expensive, it's going to affect the agricultural produce. So that's where the government comes in. If government can just regulate the fuel aspect, I think that's okay.
You have these people. I mean, what best can you do to your money than it making profits for you? Now, earlier you made mention of people cannot really go into losses when it comes to farming. Now, I want you to tell us the most profitable agricultural the most profitable agricultural product to farm in Nigeria and Southwest, where we are precisely.
The most profitable agricultural produce to farm right now is cassava. Cassava before any other thing, because cassava is weather resistant and can withstand any climate temperature. So cassava is a very good producer, and Nigeria is currently the largest cassava producer in the world. So it can't be saturated. It's open for everyone. So cassava is just the best. And when we focus on one thing, it makes us become an authority in it, and we thrive well with it. Looking at countries like Indonesia, countries like Malaysia, countries like Brazil, the South American parts, they do a lot of oil palm and they thrive well with that. So we as a country, we should focus on where we are good at. If we focus on cassava, we become the largest garri export. It helps us thrive well. So that's just it. That is just it. So there are so many farm land estates that has been displayed on your screen, and some are currently being displayed right now. You can just contact the number on your screen and the number in the description box to take advantage of every of those farm estate there. I hope with my few points in this video I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that agriculture is the real deal for 2025 in Nigeria as a whole.
There you have it, guy. Grab the opportunity now.